Welcome back, grade 10s. Now let's wrap up our today's lesson. So here's a concept map recap. Our concept map has to do with an overview of the topics that we have unpacked throughout the lesson. But before we get into that, let us look at the note on the side. It says, the mind map summarizes all the content for this lesson. It will help you to remember all the aspects of the work that you should study in detail. Be sure to study all the relevant content for each section. So here's the summary of our lesson. We first look at the meaning of the socio-economic issues, followed by inequality and poverty, and then inclusivity, and lastly, we unpacked unemployment and unproductive workforce. Now, the new words and language recap. Here are the new terms that cropped up during our lesson. The term is inequality, refers to the difference in income levels and wealth between groups of people. Another term that we came across with was poverty, which is defined as the lack of resources to meet basic human needs. And the last term that you came across with as a new word in this lesson was inclusivity, meaning all designated race groups should have access to the same opportunities despite their color, creed, or gender. Now, let us look at the common errors recap. Here are the misconceptions for contemporary socio-economic issues as the lesson that we were doing today. Learners misinterpret the meaning of the terms inequality, poverty, and inclusivity. So these three terms are not the same. Here are the recommendations or recap. You must be able to give the meaning of inequality and poverty and discuss the impact of inequality and poverty on businesses. You must define the term inclusivity and explain its purpose in the workplace. You must elaborate on the meaning of socio-economic issues and explain the reasons why they pose challenges on businesses. Still on this, let me just remind you that the contemporary socio-economic issues as the lesson that we were doing, we were looking at the contemporary socio-economic issues that are affecting the business, to be specific. Not to say we were looking at the term in broader context, but we were looking at the socio-economic issues and the business context itself. Now, here's the challenge. Give the meaning of unproductive workforce. So this is the challenge that you would have to do on your own. I hope and wish that today's lesson was fruitful and hope to see you next time. But before we leave, you need to remember that what we learned today does not nullify yesterday. It surely does make our tomorrow to be better. See you soon. Goodbye.